What's going on, everyone? This video is going to be a quick, easy way to figure out what to do with all your line if it comes off the spool or comes apart or you buy it and it is just a big mess like this. I'm going to show you a quick, easy way without having to cut your line that you can easily organize it and have it where you can pull it as much as you want. It doesn't require trying to make your own spool or anything like that. It is called a bird's nest. First thing I'm going to do is find one end and just run the whole thing through my lines to try and get out any big tangles that might frustrate me in the future. I've done this with a 1,000-foot spool of paracord before that came off of the spool itself. If there's any knots, this is a good time to take those out. Sometimes if you got like 1,000 feet, it's easier to cut it every 100 feet or so, just, you know, if you need to. Very rarely are you going to need more line like that. And if you needed to, you could always put a square knot in it and tie it together. Like I said, I'm just going to go through. Okay, all the big knots are out. I'm at the other end. This is a 100 feet run, so should be quick and easy. Next thing I'm going to do is start making a circle. The more line I have, the bigger I want this to be. But I'm going to go right about 6 inches in diameter-ish. Yes, that's 6 inches. Let me tell you. And I'm just going to make, I don't know, maybe 10 wraps. Something like that. There's not an exact count here. Okay. Just like that. Now I'm just going to start doing a series of slip loops, but I'm going to alternate sides on here, and it is going to start creating, just like I said, what we call a bird's nest. So I'm going to wrap the one end through, and I'm going to keep this loop, and I'm going to run it underneath, just like that, and that now creates a new loop. So I have the working side here that I'm going to pull through, and I'm going to pull it through that loop. And now I created another loop, and I am just going to pull through. Once I pull through and kind of get going here, the rest of it will hold itself in place, and I am going to just reach through the loop and pull each time. Tighten it up, pull and tighten, pull and tighten. It should start to look like this. Let's do a time lapse and get through this thing pretty quick. We are right at about 10 minutes of doing this bird nest. Again, this is 100 feet of line, so it does take a little bit of time, but if you're just hanging out anyways, it's not a bad way to pass the time. And you'll end up with something like this. As you go around, you just do the next layer on top of itself, and I'm alternating sides every time I pull it through. Just like that. And to finish it, just pull the loose end all the way through. And that is my bird's nest. Now when I want line, all I'm going to do is pull the loose end through, and it will just come undone for as many as I want. And whenever I'm ready to be done, I'll just take that, cut it, and then I have my extra line, and it's finished. So that is a bird's nest. If you have a way that you prefer to store line, if it gets undone or unraveled off of its spool, let me know. I would love to hear what you guys are doing. See ya.